All right, good day, class. So today we are going to be focusing on comparison of two means gyapon, which is continuation of the last lecture. Pero this time we'll talk about independent samples and then lahos na po dayon tawag analysis of variance or ANOVA. And I'm sure you're familiar with this. So siguro it's a sort of review na lang sa inyo sa ang ANOVA. Sige, so sa comparison of two means, we've already discussed paired samples no in which ako lang yung i-reiterate ang paired samples is definitely two groups nga imong gi-compare. It's either na kay before and after treatment. So duha gyapon siya ka group. I mean, isa ra siya ka group pero duha gi-consider siya nga duha ka set of data because you're going to to measure the before and after treatment, whatever treatment that is ang imong i-incorporate sa imong data gathering. And then another one is that two distinct groups, pero they have matching characteristics. So that means they have the same factors affecting, um, and then, sorry, dili factors. They have the same characteristics, but they have only one factor affecting a certain dependent variable. No? So nakaisa ka independent variable in which you incorporate there. And then all the other variables or all the other factors are the same. So for independent samples class, basically opposite na sa imong paired sample. So ang baksa ko gamay sa definition sa independent samples ay wala din ang butang. Anyways, independent samples class are two samples in which they don't have matching characteristics and you're measuring a certain variable. Okay, so take for example, the ones that you have pitched to me, the idea nga katong two sections. For example, you want to get the scores of two sections for 1A and 1B sa EDA. So you're not sure if what other factors affecting these scores of each section. It could be that um 1A have a different schedule, yes, and 1B has a different schedule put. And then all the other factors affecting it. So for example, ang 1A has more subjects than 1B. So sa independent samples, tungod kay wala ta kabalo if these two samples or two groups have matching characteristics, then we assume nga independent siya. So that is why during your PIT pitching sa inyong idea, I emphasize there that the two groups must have matching characteristics because if they don't have matching characteristics, then they will be considered independent samples. And if they are considered independent samples, they will have different test statistics. Okay? So basically, class, when we are dealing with two groups, nga dili ta sure if they are matching, then we can use this test for independent samples. So, nga na po siya ka-simple, no? So, sa inyo ha, ako lang gi-challenge mo to create or to gather data for paired samples so that you can think of ways on how to match the two groups so that you can use the paired t-test. Okay? So let's go to independent samples. So when we're dealing with samples from two independent normal populations, an extension of the central limit theorem says that the difference in sample means this one is approximately normal with mean mu1 minus mu2. And this is the standard error. Okay? So basically, dili garibol itong formula for solving the test statistics for our independent samples. So take note, this is the population variance, okay? And this is the population 2 variance. And if they have equal variances, then we can just replace our sigma 1 and sigma 2 to simply sigma because they have equal values. Okay, so what are the assumptions for our independent samples? Before that, just a review for the notations, no, para dili na malibog. Suppose this is your group 1 and then group 2. So for your population, the mean will be mu1, mu2. Standard deviation will be sigma 1, sigma 2. And then for the sample, we have different notation para review lang gid sa inyo class. We have x bar 1, x bar 2, and then standard deviation will be S1, S2. Sample size N1, N2. Okay, so for independent samples class, how are we going to compare the two means? Di ba? That's what we did with the paired samples. We compare the two means para makita nato if there is a significant difference with the population mean nilang duha, kung asa mo ganyan sila gikan nga population. Okay? And it's the same thing with independent samples. We are going to compare their two means, the sample mean, no, which represent somehow the population mean. Mo na tong hypothesis ana. Given the sample mean, atong i-test if the population means of these two populations have significant difference. Okay? So for independent samples, ang atong gamitan na is the two sample t-test. Okay, sa paired samples, we use paired t-test man, di ba? So here, we're going to use a different test, of course, because this is a different set of samples which are independent. So unsay sa assumption na tani, for two sample t-test, the underlying populations must be independent. Okay? So katong i-explain kay ganina. And normally distributed, because if you don't know, if you're not sure that the data are normally distributed, then we cannot use these data. Okay? And then the sample sizes that we're going to be considering is 30 or below. Okay? And then aside from the fact class that these are independent samples, before nato makuha or ma-test ang kining duha ka population independent samples using two sample t-test, they will have a different formula for number one, equal variances of the population, and number two, unequal variances. Ang siya pasabutan ni, when the populations daw class of kung asa na to gikuha ang kaning duha ka sample have equal variances, they will have a different, slightly different formula, and then lahi po siya for unequal variances. Okay? So ako lang ni-emphasize dire before we go into discussing the equal and unequal variances. When we have test statistics or mga statistical software, for example, SPSS, Excel, actually SPSS na so far akong nagamit for statistical analysis. Since dili mo gud makabalo if the two populations are or have equal variances, ang assumption ana class is that equal ilang variance. Okay? Mo ra ginang assumption. Pero if the problem that is given to you will emphasize that they have unequal variances, then you should be using the unequal variances nga equation. Now, sa SPSS nga software or statistical software class, ang yang gibuhat ana is if you input their data sa imong two samples, para sure ang imong software to give value sa imong two sample t-test. Iya siyang i-test assuming that they have equal variances, and then naa siya po siya test for unequal variances. Okay? So bali, if you ask me, so unsa gid ang sakto ma'am? Should we assume that they have equal variances or unequal variances? The answer is, it depends if it is emphasized in the problem. So again, if it's not emphasized, you can assume it's equal. Pero pwede sad you get the two values, or you get you solve the two sample t-tests assuming both. So number one, you assume equal variances, so medyo lahi mong formula. And then what if you assume that they have unequal variances? Then you test the other formula. Okay, so let's begin with equal variances. So if we know that the two populations or the two samples from their own populations class will have equal variances, then this is our test statistic. So T ang atong gamiton ani, because again, we're dealing with samples less than 30. No? 30 or less. Okay? So, if you remember, ang T na to kailangan taog alpha, which is given sa problem na. But aside from that, we should be getting the degrees of freedom. Sa atong mga previous example, dili wala pa ta sa hypothesis testing, di ba tong degrees of freedom is n-1 raman to? So, sample size -1. Here, we are dealing with two samples man. So, the degrees of freedom will be equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay? And then that's the time pwede na dayon nimo kaon ang probability of your t-value niya. Ang t-value nimo class will be solved using this formula. No? We have the difference of the means of the sample minus the difference of the means of the population. So, sa atong hypothesis, we assume this to be 0. Nga naman, for our null hypothesis class, we assume that the population mean is equal, meaning there's no significant difference. Now, kung equal na siya, of course, this will be 0, di ba? And then the alternative will be the opposite. They have a significant difference. Okay? So, basically sa itong pag-solve, ani using p-value, 0 lang siya diretsyo. Pero ato na yapon gibutang ang formula. Okay? And then the denominator will be square root of sp squared, which is the, sige, ato lang ng i-read dira, no? Um, multiplied by the quantity 1 minus n sub 1 plus 1 over n sub 2. Okay? Now, sp2 is, mayroon ka nga, ma'am, abi pag-equal ilang variances. Equal variances sa population. Okay? This sp2 class um, is the variance of your sample. Okay? And the variance of your sample will be kani imuhang pag-solve ani this is n minus 1 times given maguga usually you're given with the sample variance, okay, para di mo malibog the variance of the sample will be different from the variance of the population, di ba? Ako lang yung emphasize kay when you get a sample from a certain population tungod kay gamay imong value sa sample, imong sample size is lesser than 30, of course you will get a different value sa imuhang sample variance. Okay? And that will be different from your variance sa population. So basically, what we are highlighting here for equal variances is the population variance, meaning sigma 1 is equal to sigma 2. Okay, so dili na siya maka-affect sa atong ayaw mo pangita dara og sigma 2. So, kasi maingon mo nga nung lahi mo ng value. Okay, this is given to you in the problem. Okay, and if we assume that the variances of the population are equal, then kani atong gamiton nga formula. Okay? So this is, once you get the variance, SP squared, plug in mo dire, and then you will get the p-value na dayon. Alright, so okay, for example, we have this one. So a company is interested in comparing the average number of hours worked per week by employees in two of its offices, one in New York and one in Los Angeles. A random sample of 30 employees is selected from the New York office, and a random sample of 25 employees is selected from the Los Angeles office. The sample data is as follows, kaning nasa yung table, no? With alpha is equal to 0.05. Okay, so when you first encounter this problem, siguro you might think, maybe it's paired samples, no? Kay, they are kuan man kanang they're under one company but they have different offices. And siguro ang difference nila is one is working in New York and one is working in Los Angeles na office. Pero ang imuhang timailhan ni class nga makaingon ka nga dili siya paired is the word here random. Okay? Gako mo random sample of 30 employees from one office and then one random sample of 25 employees. Aside pagidana, they have different number of samples per group. So when you get a random employees in one group and then random sample na po sa another group, then how are you going to ensure that they are matching in characteristic, di ba? So kana palandaan, the word random palandaan makes you think maybe this is independent samples. Okay? And then kato po lagi, another one is lahi lang sample size. Okay? When you are dealing with paired samples, they should have equal number of samples. Okay? Or sample size. And then, kung maingon mo nga, murag paired man gid ni ma'am. Okay. Pwede na siya mahimong paired if and only if dili siya random. Meaning, one employee in New York will have a pair employee in Los Angeles. For example, I get employee one in New York, the manager of a certain department, and then iyang counterpart ana sa Los Angeles is also manager of that same department pero sa Los Angeles. Alright, so that's how you ensure na okay na pairing sa imuhang data 1 and then sa sample sa group 1 and then data 1 with sa imuhang group 2. But in this case, they are picked randomly. So meaning you will have independent samples. All right, so this is the tabulated data class. For New York, we have 30 sample size, and then working hours per week, 40.2. And then the standard deviation is 4.0. So Los Angeles, 25 sample size, and then sample, imong mean sa imong sample is 36.5. And then standard deviation sa imong sample 2 is 3.7. Okay, so using this values, pwede na ito makakuha dayon class. No? So step 1 is, of course, we create our hypothesis. Now, our hypothesis is always the same class. No? For our null hypothesis, there is no significant difference. Meaning the population, by the way, basin malimot mo, the core of what we are doing here is we compare the two means of the population. So meaning, nakay population sa New York, nakay population sa Los Angeles, pero nagkuha lang kag sample size from your New York office and Los Angeles office. So wait lang ha. Paki-disregard na lang kung ano yung number. I think originally I wrote 30. Yeah, 25, but I changed it to 20 to 15. Okay, so 2015 na lang gyapon na. Okay. I think the ones that we solved is 20 and 15. So, again, disregard this and then we i-edit lang ko na sa PDF. So, we have the 20 samples from New York, 15 samples from Los Angeles. Okay, so again, our hypothesis is that there is no significant difference between your population means for group 1 and 2. And then the alternative will be there is a significant difference. Okay, so we get now the upper and lower limits. Yes, we get the upper and lower limits. But first, to get the t value, we need to get the degrees of freedom. So that will be N1 plus N2 minus 2. We have 33 nga degrees of freedom. So that means we can solve for the t value for DF33, and then if it is two-tailed, 0.05 man nga to ang alpha no? So we divide it by 2, that is 0.025. So basically, if you have here a t nga normal curve, then what we have solved based sa table class na tanaw lang ang table, you will get 2.03 here, and then we have negative 2.03. So basically, this is your 2.5%, no? Kay 5% pa na tong critical value. Ay, ato ang alpha. Significant level. Okay. 2.5% ni. So, unsa gyud pasabutan ni? When the value of our t or atong ma-solve nga t later for the two sample t test will fall on these values, na ani, this is the critical region, meaning we reject the null. Correct? If ma-fall siya within ani nga area, then we do not reject the null hypothesis. Okay. So, gikan pa sa atong hypothesis testing class, natay two methods na to compare or to get the critical value or the test statistics na comparing to critical value. We could get the probability or the upper tail of that certain t value. Or we can just get the t value. And then, of course, when we map kung asa siya dapit, then we compare it with this value. Diba? That's how you do it. Kung dili na makasolve sa probability because I mean, sa p-value kay you will know man kung diri ma-fall, of course, the p-value will be greater than 2.5%, di ba? And if ma-fall siya diri sa imuhang value nga greater than 2.03, then you will know that it is less than 2.5%. Okay, so let's have this formula. So katong diretso na ako plug in class using the equation for SP squared. Atong gikuha ni. So, we just make sure to substitute these values base aning ang mga values. No? So, we get 15.02 SP squared. So, kana natong diretso i-plug in dire kay naka-square naman na, and naka-square man po siya. No? So, again, this will be 0 because the difference will be 0 because our null hypothesis is that there's no significant difference. And then the values of your sample mean for x1, x2, no? And then, yeah, i-substitute natin. And then we get a t-value of 2.80. Okay? So, kung 2.80 class, man na siya karon dapit. Pwede niyo siya i-visualize. Kato akong gidraw ka ganina, wag na-erase man ako. So, this is 2.03, di ba? Now, 2.03 will be less than 2.80. Of course, and 2.80 will be somewhere here, di ba? 2.8. Now, tanaw gani, na-fall siya sa imong critical region. So, unsa ka imong conclusion ani? Ito sa tanawon. Two-sided man po niyang gibuhat ani is that 2 point, okay, two-sided man po itong gibuhat, no? So, whatever is the value of your 2.8, 0.0044, pwede na to ni, kini class, pwede na to ni i-compare sa itong 2.5%. Okay? Kinaka two-sided naman ta. Pero, kung nalibog mo, pwede ra sad nga tungod kay nag two-sided ta, ato siyang i-times 2, then i-compare nato siya sa original nato nga significant level. Okay? Um I'm trying to give you different ideas on how to visualize the result of our test statistics, okay? So again, ang base sa imong table, the value for the area on the right of 2.8 is 0.0044. Okay? So kung tanaw lang nimo numerically class, of course, makaingon na ka, ay, less than ni siya sa imong 0.025. Okay? Sorry, 0.025. And then solving it as two-sided, which is 0.0088, that will be less than your 0.05. So kung less than siya, of course, kung sa gina tong conclusion, when the p-value is less than your significant level, we reject the null hypothesis. Pero again, class, ang pinaka-easy gid nga pagtanawan ni is, balik lang yun ka sa imuhang normal curve. This is our critical region, 2.03, negative 2.03. And we get a value of t na 2.8. And the 2.8 falls in the critical region, which means we reject the null hypothesis. So when we reject the null hypothesis, our conclusion will be there is a statistically significant difference between the mean salaries of the two offices. And don't forget to make conclusion that is based on the problem. Okay, what does it mean if you have a different population mean sa duwa? It means sa imong problem, back to your problem, is that the difference between the mean salaries of the two offices from New York and from Los Angeles will have, do have significant difference. Okay? So that's for solving independent samples, assuming they have equal variances. Now, what happens if we have unequal variances? What if wala ta kabalo or nag-assume ta nga, unequal variances, man siguro. By the way, when you say unequal variances, how do you visualize that AI? So, one visualization is that when you say variance, di ba that is the square of your standard deviation. So, ang house spread man gud na siya, the values are from each other, di ba? That's the concept of variance. So it means that um if you have population 1 here, no, if we graph that one, for example, they'll have different mean, okay? This is population 1, population 2. Of course, they will have different value for mean, so di na sila tungod. The variance is that, kini siya, how spread is the data from each other. So, the first assumption that we did is that the variances are equal. So, pare-pareha siya itsura in terms of how spread the data are from each other. The second one, or the second assumption that we have, is that they have unequal variances. So, it could be that population 1 will look like this and population 2 will look like this, something like this. Mas varied siya or mas deviated siya from each other. Population 1 looks like this. Okay? So that's another assumption. So what if you have the same problem, class, but our assumption will be unequal in ang variances? So this is our test statistics. The difference is that, ang main difference niya is the degrees of freedom. Okay? That will be equal to V. And then, medyo complicated lang yun ang iyang formula. Okay? Ang sa equal variances, df na to will be n1 plus n2 minus 2. That's how simple the formula is for the degrees of freedom for equal variances. Okay? So, unequal variances would be sigma 1 will not be equal to sigma 2. So, what will happen to our t value? Instead of sp squared na dira, di ba, sp squared, syempre, wala na tutugi pagawas na karon kay they will have different values naman. They will have S1 here, S2 here. And the DF will be, again, this formula. Okay? So let's try to solve that one, class. Kinakoy note here, we'll have the same problem, but assuming unequal variances for the two populations. So we have the same data, but we have a different assumption na karon. So our hypothesis will be the same, class. The null hypothesis will be that the population means will be equal or that there is no significant difference. And then the alternative will be there is a significant difference. Okay, how do we get the upper and lower limits? The same thing, yapang class, we get the DF so that we can get the value sa ato ang DF for the T value. Okay? And then the DF here, kung wala na ako gisulat dito ng class, pero if you input all the values, say mong S1, S2, N1, N2, you will get a DF or the degrees of freedom equivalent to 31.5 or pwede sa nato siya round off para makuha ta og integer gyud no sa ato ang BF para makakita taon sa ang value sa atong table. Alright? So, let me see. Wait lang ha. I'll check if I'm still sharing the same. This, I hope share gyapon ko the screen. Okay, so let's continue. So we'll have DF 31.5 or 32. So ato nang input today. Actually, class, if you recall sa ato ang previous pag-solve na to, we have a value of DF na 33. So same lagi na siya. Dual-dual lang iyahang value. So we have negative 2.04 and 2.04. So we'll have almost identical, no? Nato 2.04 dira. Yan dito sa negative 2.0. Parang two-sided man eh. So this is 2.5% gyapon. 2.5% gyapon. Okay? So step 3 will be we get the test statistics, which is this is the actual T, no? Given any nga mga values. And then after inputting all of that, we get 2.83 na value sa T. So we compare that with our T value here. Okay, this is our kuan man baseline ba. All right, now pareha ra gyapon class, emphasize gyapon nako. You can visualize this as such that this is 2.04 and this is 2.83, which means that our T value falls under the critical region, which means we reject the null hypothesis. Pero how do we do that, or how do we prove that? We also can get the area on the right side of 2.83, which is 0.0037. We can compare this with isulatan na ako 0.0025, or we can multiply it by 2, which is 0.0074, and compare it with the significant level or your alpha, which is 0.05, and it's still less than 0.05, no? So that means our conclusion is that we reject the null hypothesis. Okay? So when we reject the null hypothesis, meaning there is a statistically significant difference between the mean salaries of the two offices. Okay, so same gawin itong nakuha nga conclusion class no, for whatever assumptions that we made. So you might ask, saan yung sakto ma'am? Is it equal or unequal variance? So wala mong gutag giignan, no? If you research or if you read some books class, as I've mentioned ganina, the default assumption is that they have equal variances, unless it is emphasized that they have unequal variances. All right, so dili kayo mo problema na during the exam, then I'll tell you if they have equal variances or unequal variances para makabalo mo sa ang specific nga test nga formula yung gamiton. Okay, basta the important thing lang is how do you uh how do you how do you identify that samples are paired or independent? Dira raman dyan mo medyo malibog. Okay? So, study lang and understand the problem para makabalugid mo, ang pinaka-fit ani nga assumptions that they are paired samples or they are independent samples. Okay, so that's the end of independent samples. I'll go to ANOVA, pero I think I'll just divide the video class into two. So I'll just stop this para ma-check sin ako na-share bin ako on screen. Alright, so that's the end of it, and go to the next lecture, which is ANOVA.